Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing great. आज की वीडियो होने वाली है about everything I bought from New Delhi World Book Fair. This is the event that I look forward to the entire year. And books तो हम online मंगा सकते हैं, I know that, but just the feeling of being surrounded by so many books, it's like unbeatable. So without making this introduction any longer, let's get started because we have about these 9 bags in total of books to go through. So let's get started with one of the most popular publishers at the book fair, which is Penguin. They are so popular कि इनके stall पे actually enter करने के लिए ही काफ़ी लंबी line होती है, and once you enter, it's very crowded. Okay, so the first book is the original of Laura by Vladimir Nabokov. He's the author of Lolita, and I've read Lolita. I actually liked the book, and this is something I've not even heard about, but the blurb really excited me, and I read that this is a book that Nabokov had actually instructed his family कि इस manuscript को destroy कर देना after my death. But his son went on to publishing the novel. So something very interesting that I did not notice about the book at the book fair is that once you open it, this has like the original notes by Nabokov, and I think that is why it's called the original of Laura. Maybe I just missed it at that time and I just thought that it is the title. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea, but this definitely seems very, very interesting. Second book I got from Penguin is Delhi, a novel by Khushwant Singh. Many years ago, when I actually started this channel, I read Train to Pakistan by Khushwant Singh and loved it, so I thought of buying this one. Then I got Lalan Sweets by Shrishti Chaudhary, and I also met the author over there, so I got this one. And then another title that I don't know if I'm allowed to say the word on YouTube. It's called Night. You can read. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. The blurb again sounded interesting. I've never heard of the author, Rachel Yoder, or the book. The cover and the blurb were interesting, so I got it. Then we got one book for my sister-in-law, which is For the Love of Cupidity by Raven Kennedy. Once again, I've not heard of the book or the author. And this one again, my brother got. This is called the Brain Fitness book. This has activities and puzzles that are supposed to keep you, mentally active and just keep your brain going. Shrishti Chaudhary also gave me this cute postcard of her latest novel, Once Upon a Curfew, and of course, we also got some Penguin bookmarks at the billing. Next up, we have a bag from Simon and Schuster India, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. From here, I got this really cute edition of Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath, but I did not just get it for the edition. I have really been wanting to read Bell Jar. If you don't know, she's like one of my favorite poets. Ever since I discovered her during my graduation and post-graduation, I've loved her works. Always wanted to read the Bell Jar, and the edition looked really pretty, so I got it. Another one is a pulp fiction which my brother got. Again, he loves the genre. It's called Itarsi Express by Vivek Duggal. So anybody who loves pulp fiction also has, options at the book fair. Then we got something for my little niece. She's 13 months old and I love introducing her to books, and she also loves books. So I got this one for her, which is called Baby's Numbers. And the best part is that this is not paper, this is thick cardboard, because she's too little and she's not very sensitive with papers, and she tends to tear them apart just because she's trying to explore them. So that's why I got this one. So if you have little children, please, you have to visit the book fair, and if you can visit with them, it's like the best way to introduce them to the magical world of books and reading. I also, I've already shown this book to her. I'll include a clip over here, and she was loving it. We also got a free book along with all these, which is about Diwali. Once again, a thick cardboard book for little children. And just like at most stalls, we got these really pretty bookmarks. So we have another bag again from Simon and Schuster, and this one has again a book for her, which is called Hugless Douglas Goes Camping. Now this one does not have like thick cardboard stuff. It has these glossy pages. But my brother really liked it, wanted to get it for my niece, so we picked it up. Now that we are talking about children's book, we have to talk about Scholastic. And what we got from Scholastic is not for my niece. This is actually for me, my brother. We love um, Geronimo Stilton ever since we discovered the books during our school time. So we every time we visit the book fair, we have to get Geronimo Stilton books. So one of these is called Geronimo on Ice. It looks like a cozy winter read, and the other one is This Hotel is Haunted. We also got a freebie from here, which is this wristband called Super Reader. I think I should have worn it today. Matches my sweater. Next up comes the haul from one of my favorite stalls, which is Bloomsbury, and not just because I like to explore, beautiful Harry Potter editions, but otherwise also they have like really good collection of books, and I love them a lot because they had like the prettiest carry bag to give us our books. So this is the carry bag. So the first book from Bloomsbury is by Neil Gaiman, The Graveyard Book. The blurb was very interesting. So it's about this guy who looks normal, but what's not normal about him is that he's being raised by ghosts in a graveyard. So sounded super interesting. Then I have I Want to Die, but I Still Want to Eat. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. But this one has been trending on Bookstagram. I usually avoid going for like books just because they are trending, but I read a little about it. Sounded like something I could enjoy, so I picked it up. Then I have Just Kids by Patti Smith. Next up again we have a book my brother got for himself, which is called Endless Energy by Peter Hollins. Then another one we have is called Want. So these are actually anonymous essays submitted by women, and they are anonymous because the topic is, female pleasure and sexual fantasies of women, and the idea of fear and shame and all those things attached to it. So definitely seems like a good feminist read. Another title that got my attention was Lonely People Meet by Sayantan Ghosh. So he's an Indian author. The blurb seemed interesting, so I picked it up. Next one is again my brother picked this one up. Again another self-help called The Inner Compass, Cultivating the Courage to Trust Yourself by Lawrence Yeo. And once again we got some huge bookmarks, so this one's huge, from them, and two free pencils also. This one is by Hachette. The first one is Anatomy of an Alibi. I don't know why at Hachette I was really pulled towards murder mysteries, and that's not even a genre that I'm really fond of. But for some reason, and this is also, I think, a murder mystery. Then I got We Need to Talk About Kevin. This one is not a murder mystery, I think, but the blurb sounded interesting. It's about this mother. I think she's talking about motherhood and also about her son who's in high school and has murdered a few of his peers and teachers, I guess. So yeah, sounded very dark but also interesting. We have On Writing by Stephen King. Oh my god, I've been wanting to read this like since forever. And so when I spotted it there, I had to buy it. So Stephen King is known as the king of horror. And he's such a famous writer. I've read The Shining by him, and this one is actually not a fiction or a horror book. This is like a memoir. He's talking about his journey as a writer, and anyone who's an aspiring writer like me is supposed to find great help from the book. So, and once again, some bookmarks. Okay, so another stall that I've never seen before, like at the book fair, maybe I missed it or something, is called Penguin Swadesh or something like that. And this has like titles in Hindi, either translated or originally written in Hindi. From here, my brother got two books. So one is called Hatyari Premikaye, once again pulp fiction, and the other one is by the king of pulp fiction, Surinder Mohan Pathak, Art Din. Then we had this. This was not a publisher. This is Pigeon Books. I think they are the distributors of Penguin. I think, I'm not sure. And what I got from them is a really, really thick book. Like, I think this is the thickest book that I got. It's Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. It's a classic, and I've heard so much about it. So I've always wanted to read it. Finally got it. I really hope this turns out good because investing your time in a thick book and that turning out a disappointment is just not a good feeling. This one is our last bag from Pan Macmillan, India. I hope I pronounced that correctly. This book I saw on Pinterest a few weeks ago. It's called All the Lovers in the Night by Miko Kawakami. Another book again, which I had heard about, read about a little, always wanted to get, is also by Miko Kawakami, which is called Breasts and Eggs. And the bookmarks. So these were all the books that I got from the book fair this year. I'm very excited for so many titles. I can't even decide which one is going to be my first read out of these. I think it's going to be the Graveyard book. Sounded very intriguing, but I really don't know. Whatever it will be, you will keep seeing, book reviews and recommendations and everything on my channel. So if that's something that interests you, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.